Welcome to Levant TV Headlines. US military spokesperson Admiral John Kirby says Kurdish forces remain in control of most of the Syrian border town of Kobane, and Islamic State jihadists have been unable to advance in the past several days. Iraq's Kurdish regional parliament is to hold a session to vote on deploying Peshmerga security forces to aid Syrian Kurds battling jihadists from the Islamic State group. And Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has told Iraq's visiting premier that the Baghdad government is capable of defeating Islamic State jihadists without foreign troops being deployed. Egypt's authorities have banned a prominent activist of the 2011 uprising, Asma Mahfouz, from leaving the country while on her way back to Bangkok, following a request from the Prosecutor General's office. And a Saudi court has sentenced 13 people, including an Afghan and a Qatari, to between 18 months and 30 years in prison for plotting an Al-Qaeda attack against US forces. And now let's have a look at top headlines in today's newspapers in the Middle East. Starting with the Egypt Independent, which leads reporting that the Ministry of Endowments has reopened Al-Fatah Mosque in central Cairo after a year of closure following the security breakup of a sit-in by supporters of former President Mohamed Morsi. The paper also reports that Malala Yousafzai, the youngest person to receive the Nobel Peace Prize, has renewed her call for world peace and universal education at a ceremony in which she was awarded the Liberty Medal. From the UAE, the Khaleej Times leads reporting that London's Southwark Crown Court has found a thief who crept into a London hotel room and brutally attacked three sisters from the UAE with a claw hammer, guilty of attempted murder. The paper also reports that students, beneficiaries of Social Security and seniors above 60 can now avail a 50% discount on public transport services in Dubai. And in Beirut, the Daily Star reports that relatives of captive soldiers and policemen held by jihadist militants have blocked the northern highway linking Beirut with Tripoli in fresh protests to press the government to free the hostages. The paper also reports that Speaker Nabih Berri says parliamentary elections should not take place without the participation of all parties, and as long as political and sectarian tensions persist. Now let's have a look at top MidEast headlines from papers here in the UK. The Telegraph leads Middle East news section reporting that 3 teenage girls from suburban Denver have been caught by the FBI trying to join the Islamic State. The paper says 2 sisters aged 15 and 17 and their 16-year-old friend were apprehended at Frankfurt Airport in Germany on their way to Syria. The Guardian leads Middle East news reporting that fresh concerns have been raised about Egypt's judicial system after officials refused to reinstate dozens of young prosecutors who were sacked because their parents lacked a university education. The paper adds that the sacked prosecutors have accused the judiciary of classism and of infringing both Egypt's constitution, which bans discrimination, as well as international labour laws. And also from the UK, The Independent reports that ISIS has released a video appearing to show fighters brandishing boxes of US weapons, which were intended for Kurdish fighters in Kobane. The paper says the Pentagon officials confirmed the military had delivered 28 bundles, one of which had fallen into the hands of ISIS militants, but later said it had targeted the missing bundle in an airstrike and destroyed it. Now let's have a look at Middle East headlines in international papers. From China, the Global Times leads Middle East news reporting that at an open debate of the Security Council on the situation of the Middle East, Riyad Mansour, permanent observer of the State of Palestine to the UN, has called on the United Nations Security Council to support its initiative to end Israel's occupation within a time frame and to protect the Palestinian people. And finally, from Berlin, the Deutsche Welle reports that Iranian President Hassan Rouhani has pledged his country's support for Iraq while it fights back the jihadist group Islamic State during a visit by Iraqi Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi to Iran. And for more updates, please visit our website on levant.tv. Thanks for watching. Be sure to join us again tomorrow, and bye for now.